Jamb 2026 candidate, what's up? Let's master clause in 1 minute. So what is a clause? Clause is a group of words that have a subject and a verb in it. So this group of words have subject and verb. There are primarily two types of clause. The first is the main or the independent clause, and the second is the subordinate or the dependent clause. So let's dive into these clauses one after the other. Main clause or independent clause stand alone. They make sense on their own. They don't need any sentence or any word to subordinate them, to make them make sense. On their own, they make sense. For example, he forgot to close the door. That makes sense on its own. He forgot to close the door. It stands alone as a complete sentence. A subordinate clause or a dependent clause cannot stand alone as a sentence. Therefore, they don't make sense on their own, or a kind of clause that doesn't make sense on its own. Such clause requires the assistance of another clause to make sense. It sounds like an incomplete statement. An example of a dependent or subordinate clause include because he lives. Because he lives. That doesn't make sense. It can't stand alone. There is more to that statement. Because he lives.